We're back with Mario Gabelli. Mario, let's go on a little riff, if we could, on some stocks that you like. One that you were telling me about in the break that I'd like you to tell our viewers about is an infrastructure play. And it is?
Well, there were a lot of them that we like.
Okay.
Case New Holland is an example, which is in European dynamics of construction equipment. They compete with Cat and Deere. One that I mentioned to you was Mueller Water, located in Atlanta, Georgia. MWA is the symbol, about 158 million shares. The stock is around $11. They sold the division. They had a lot of cash. They got 150 million of debt. And they probably are responsible for 40 million of the 80 million fire hydrants in the United States. And they're going into various products along that line. New CEO from Textron. So I think they'll earn 90 cents in 2 or 3 years. And I think when you look at CapEx minus EBITDA, it's a very cash-generating company and substantial upside.
So you're placing your bets on certain parts of the administration on the agenda that you think are going to happen.
No, but I think housing is going to do well. I think industrial construction is going to do okay. And independent of that, and then you get an extra tailwind. If you look at the highways, and you've got to have the infrastructure, you got the bridges. 40% of our bridges are rated C minus, D minus by the American Society of Civil Engineers. So. Will we do it? Yes, that's important. Look, the Fix America Surface Transportation Act came in December 15th. The stocks that sell asphalt equipment have boomed. And so you're going to get a lot of that. Case New Holland I like. I actually like a company called Republic Services, a big cap stock. They pick up the waste, and that's an interesting business, great cash generating. So there's a lot in that area.
Republic Services. Kevin, you guys were having a conversation about another stock before, right?
We were. Mario came up with a REIT, RHP. He intrigued me. We're talking in the hall about it because it's involved in the entertainment industry. You don't find anything like that. They're building halls where people perform. My question is, if you sell out in every hall, do you actually increase distributions, or are you at the risk of the acts?
All right, let me give it to you. This company was called Gaylord, and if you go down to Nashville, which is one of the hottest places in the United States, like the Hudson Yards in New York or Reno, Nevada, whatever's going on, basically, you have a company with 50 million shares selling at 60 plus, 3 billion market cap. They have 5 convention hotels. Marriott is running those hotels. So the REIT is paying $320 cash distribution, but they have a C corp underneath the REIT that is in the entertainment business, that owns the Opryland, owns Ryman Auditorium, and has a lot of the entertainment in country and Western Christian contemporary music. And that I like. And
are you in Live Nation?
Yes.
For those same, isn't that the best stock, like,
it's
in the whole space?
Well, the problem I have there is, and I was just in L.A. seeing them, and they're coming into New York. They have the Ticketmaster, and that's an issue. I like Live Nation. The one you should buy is Derek Jeter. Number 2 is retired, but he's looking for a baseball team, and you could buy the Atlanta Braves. There's $23, 58 million shares.
That's Malone's.
And Malone has got part of his ecosystem. New stadium, new land play around it, and you're buying it at
Hot city.
Atlanta's fine.
Do you still have Churchill
That's
Downs?
a tracking stock, though. You don't have direct ownership in anything.
It'll be time. He's going to figure out, why is he announcing? Why did Buffet announce Pandora? Because it's not to get into the music necessarily, but to get a C corp to do a whole financial engineering like he did with General America. Stay tuned on everything they do and figure out where they're going. So you will own it because they're going to sell it to a rich guy like you that wants a baseball team.
I like to own real equity. We're actually.
You don't like a baseball team?
No, you talk about owning, getting ahead of.
He's Canadian.
No, I like to own things that I have a say in. Dual voting shares, tracking stocks. That's all financial engineering.
That's your problem. You don't have to buy it. You don't like American baseball.
I love American baseball.
Forget it.
That's always his excuse. I'm also Irish. How about that? I'm a leprechaun.
You also told me that you were nibbling, I think your word was, on some more MGM.
The MGM is selling at $31. You got $9 of a REIT. You got $8 of value in Macau. Macau's got a new hotel coming on, and they're doing extremely well in the United States. They opened that new one down at next to the Ryman's.
You don't care about the debt? You know
yes, they did in Maryland near the.
They got $1.8 billion of EBITDA. What?
Yeah, they opened a new one down at the National Harbor.
It's like 180 yards away from
right across the river.
From Ryman's. And so we do like that, and we do like Las Vegas. Steve Wynn is going to do a marvelous job.